couple new cast members hanging out. Just a couple new buddies. I am trying to just use a grinder real quick, cut out a few things, so I don't have to be using the power tools too late. If you guys were at all curious, I did get I believe a anatomically correct banana. Picked this up today as well. I'm not sure what this came from, but it definitely looks like it has all the organs that are necessary to make it a living, breathing banana. Let me pull up my thing real quick. Oops. But yes, in case you guys were curious, the banana is, I'm not sure, it looks like it is, does have most of its organs intact. We'll have to find out. Maybe we'll have to dissect it later on. Let me get this other light out here. There's cord wrapped around here. That's supposed to be Chewbacca, but it kind of just looks like a Sasquatch to me. Ah. Naked Chewbacca. I just have to move these two out of the way. It's going to get ruined. I'm not sure what this is. The lady that I bought this from said this goes on top of a, I don't know, bottle. And obviously, self-explanatory with the cowboy here. Let me just throw these over here. Get these out of the way. Okay, so just gonna use the grinder a little bit more. Clean up a few things. Get them ready to weld and try and get this seat support done tonight. That's the goal. Try and get it, if not done, pretty close to it. I got to make sure I have like the correct bolts and stuff that I'm going to use.
When every day feels the same, one man wants more. I need an adventure. So Ken goes to Expedia, the one place you go to
Turn
get
this thing off
places.
before
So
it
if I book my
dies.
flight now but my stay later,
Book now or add later. You still save.
thanks, voice in the sky.
The more Ken travels, the more he saves.
Yeah, I also picked this up today.
Homes and cars.
Good Rosie.
He even got this
Pretty good deal. $5, not too
It
bad.
was free.
Ken, in Italy, they also drive on the right.
Oh, me scusi.
Expedia,
Not
the one
too
place you go to
shabby.
get places.
This print prints everything.
You could hang out with
in front of your fans, like t-shirts,
Courtney over here.
water bottles, and totes, so everyone can gift it, work in it, and
Get
take
to know all about the safety procedures here at Fangs Garage.
If you need it, we print it
All
with
the
20%
strict
off
safety
new
protocols
customers at
that we have.
Instagram.com.
All right. Let me make sure this is all set up, and then I will move the camera. I basically cut out these seat supports, so I think they're all good to go. Actually, the shorter one. Was it the shorter one? Sorry guys, I'm trying to make sure that this is all squared away. Yeah, I think it is a shorter one. Let me try this one. Yeah, I think I could probably weld most of it on here, take it off, finish welding it, or maybe just weld the whole thing on here. It's got a little bit of a gap. It's a little bit messed up as far as the fitment, but I think I can make it work, and I think I'd rather probably risk that than trying to Sorry, guys. So obviously, Tom, Gizmo, Courtney, and Courtney's new apprentice are all hanging out. But what I'm working on right here, turn on the flash. Basically, these are the old seat posts that I was using to mount the seat pan. What I'm making right now is this, basically this bar right here. It goes up, goes across here, and then it goes down. So that is going to have a couple holes drilled in it. And then basically the seat pan is going to have some bolts welded onto it that are going down, so that when you put the seat on there, it'll go in and it'll be bolted from underneath. So that is the current plan right now. How you doing, Cobra's third cousin, 308?
It has been quite a while since I've last posted. I was so caught up with work and finally got the chance to tell you my experience from the past few projects.
Let me skip this ad real quick. Okay. So, next is going to be turning this down a bit.
Arrest me.
Okay. I'm going to have to clean up all these surfaces that are going to be welded. Let me see. That doesn't seem like it's... Move it over here. Maybe closer over here. Let me check it now. Yeah, I could probably just make it work. My thought is I'm going to get it on the position. Oh shoot, I left the flash on. That would have drained my battery so fast. My thought is to basically have it kind of lined up where it's going to be, tack it in place, or I could possibly take it off completely, lay it down flat, tack it, hold it up there and see if it's going to work, or if I need to maybe bend it out a little bit or something, and then yeah, and then take it off and fully weld it, put it on there, weld it onto the frame, and then drill 2 holes in it. Probably from, yeah, drill 2 holes in it, like pretty far out. It'll probably be about right about Gizmo's arm length, right about here. If Gizmo's holding 2 drills and drill down simultaneously, it'll be like right here, 2 holes, and then I will put 2 bolts into the seat pan, weld them onto the seat pan, and then the holes will go through this bottom seat pan support, and it'll go through the tube. And then whenever I put the seat pan on there, it'll kind of sandwich everything together, and the bolt will be down through here, and I'll just tighten it up, clink, tighten it onto this tube that I have going underneath here, this little bridge trapezoid looking shape thing. So yeah, that's the plan. Right now what I'm going to do is I'm going to mark on the frame around the area that I need to clean, and that way I can make sure it's already a weld. I'm going to cut off a couple of these tabs, these big old tabs right here on the side, get rid of those finally. Eventually the plan is I'm going to cut this big old tab off right here, completely cut it off, and then I'm going to make something a little bit cleaner, because I'm going to use this for something else. I might actually, I'll probably wait to do this until the seat is all perfectly squared away, and then I might actually possibly weld something on here ahead of time and then cut this off, because this is kind of holding the rear seat hoop together. So let's get to it, guys. I'm going to use the grinder. It's going to be a little bit loud. If you're wearing headphones or something, you might want to turn down. What's going on, Mold Greg? How you doing, Mold Greg? Not much. Mold, how you doing? What's going on, Matthew Ruth? G2Q and Dimac. This is a fever dream, not gonna lie. Dimac, I'm not sure why people always say that kind of stuff, Dimac. But you know, I don't think it's much of a fever dream. I think it's really just a dream come true to me, Dimac. I mean, when I wake up in the morning, I want to go back to sleep, Dimac, and I want to start thinking about basically going and dreaming again, and doing this kind of stuff. Because this to me is a dream come true, Dimac. It really is. It is not a fever dream. Mold Greg, I'm glad that that's what you thought last time, and that's not what you know to be true. Thank you, Kyle. I'm sure that you actually have a beautiful eye as well, Kyle. There's no doubt in my mind. I know that there's a little twinkle in your eye whenever I said that, Kyle. Mold Greg says, all hail the eye. Thank you, Mold Greg. If you look at the $1 bill, you'll see the little pyramid thing. They actually modeled my eye off of that back in long ago, Greg. It was a long time ago. I just sit really still on top of a pyramid, and they said, okay, just hold still. I said, okay. And they were drawing me the entire time. So if you look at it, that's where the thing came from. But Dimac, I'm not sure why you'd say that. I don't think that Gizmo would appreciate you saying that either. Dimac, he's a very emotional guy, Dimac. Let me get to it, guys. I want to get to the loud stuff while it's semi-early. How are you doing, Greg? Mold Greg? What's going on, Kelly Stapp? It's heads for me, says Mold. Kelly Stapp is here, guys. Me and Kelly go way back. We actually had to do a little autopsy on a banana a little while back. And it was not pretty, guys. The banana was a little bit old, a little bit moldy. So it's not exactly what me and Kelly are used to. We're used to dissecting fruit that is not moldy. I am doing great. Mold, thank you. Oops, thank you for asking. I was doing great until I just kicked that. Until I kicked this and made it do a little side flip. And then I lost, oh yeah. trying to grab my head or my ear protection. What's going on, Techniseed? Kyle says, I knew bananas had bones. You were right when you suspected the bananas had bones, Kyle. Have you ever noticed that little click? That little
Antidepressants.
whenever you bite into a banana? That's not the seed. That's the bones, Kyle. They just liquefy them before you get to them.
You can try another.
If you want to look into it, look up Liquid Bones by Dole. It's a documentary, docu-series.
Spravato is the only FDA-approved nasal
They tried to get it on Netflix, but Netflix said nope.
antidepressant for adults.
Netflix is highly...
While the exact way that Spravato works in depression
Netflix is highly involved in Chiquita Banana, guys. Sorry. All right, let's get to it. I'm gonna do a little cutting. Use the cutting wheel. Pop these off real quick, these two tabs. And then I'm gonna bust out the flap wheel, flap disc, and I'll start flapping my mouth and flap my gums and start flapping around these pieces of metal and get them all cleaned up real quick and get them prepared for welding. Let's do it. You might want to turn your stuff down because it might be kind of loud. If you're following along, this is a 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter. And make sure if you are following along and doing this to your scooter, that you drop the tip of your vape into the dirt all over the floor and get it disgusting and dirty. All right, if you've done that, it's time to pick up your Harbor Freight angle grinder and start cutting off stuff. Just don't focus too much on what you're cutting, just start cutting stuff off. Use the flap wheel now. Gizmo refuses to wear eye protection, guys. It's not my choice. He doesn't want to. I can't force him to. Every time I put the glasses on him, it just takes them off. Ruger 8412 got the hot jams bumping. Exactly, Ruger. You know it, Ruger. I always got the hot jams bumping. Time to get some hot sparks bumping too, Ruger. All right. So, what's up, little toilet? The Gizmo Chopper. Twin One Tomato. What's up, Twin One Tomato? How you doing, Twin One? Speaking of twins, check out these twins that I just cut off the GY6 scooter. They're little tabs. They are officially removed. What's going on, Lisa? Tom says, what's up, Lisa? Tommy boy said, what's up? Let me pull these things off real quick and actually take off this seat pan. Going to remove the seat pan so I can just get in here with the grinder real good. Clean it all up. Probably take the whole seat assembly off real quick. I could move it, maybe. I don't have to completely remove it. I could just move it a bit, possibly. Let's see. Actually, no, I think I have to remove it completely. This is fun. Taking all this stuff off of here a million times. Okay. Let's see. That's probably good enough. I just need to... Nice. Okay, that's definitely enough. That's more than enough. That's all of it. Okay. A little more grinder work, guys. Let me check this. So it's going to be, let's see, somewhere around here. So clean all that off. Clean this. Clean that whole thing off. Okay. You guys ready? I'm going to use the grinder again. Do a little more cleaning. I'm actually going to grab a fresh flap wheel out of the pits of the dungeon. All right, let's do it, guys. I need to get some new flap wheels. Thought I had some like brand new ones, but they're all finished. This one seems pretty good. Okay. Alright, use the grinder for just a few more minutes, guys. Just gotta clean this stuff up and get it prepared for welding. And then,
it's the largest studio in Hollywood. Let's take a look inside. This is
yeah, hopefully I'll get the seat pan done.
every day. It takes Josh 12 days to create these incredible films.
All right.
Like
Let's do it.
Never get done. This is the phone where he recorded his original voice memos.
An unconventional love story between a garbage man and a...
Here's Josh working on his award-winning films with Artlist, and this is where the magic happens.
Hey guys, anyone got gum? Thank you.
Wilson, can I get credit for this?
No, absolutely not.
Experience the magic of a Hollywood.
Flap wheel's kind of worn out too much. Gonna use this one real quick and then I'll be done. All right, I think I'm thoroughly inhaled enough grinder dust for the day. How did I end up here? It says DTRDTTT, Texas Mannequin Massacre. I like it, DRT. You ended up here, obviously, because you were bound to find something that you liked. Timothy Ruth, whoop, whoop, what's good in the garage tonight? Thanks. Sorry I missed your stream last night. It's all good, Timothy. I got the scooter running finally. Put the lotion on the basket, says Daniel Esquibel. Did you get the bees started yet since you tried a few days ago? What was the issue? I've been going through hell myself with this dang Ghost 212 now. It won't start. Predator. Oh, man. So, Timothy, good news is, yes, it is resolved. The issue was that I am an nincompoop. In more ways than one, and basically the signal wire for the stator or the pickup was not plugged into anything. So I should have checked that a long time ago, obviously, and I did not. But now I know that I should check that. So yeah, that was the problem, Timothy. Maybe I thought it was maybe that's your problem on your 212, Timothy. Maybe it's the pickup is not working correctly. That was the issue on mine. I think the main issue is that I was the one that was working on it. But what can you do? Let's see. I think I'm going to actually sand this a little bit because I can't quite get in there with the grinder. Put this thing up on the center stand. Okay. So let's see. I just need to kind of sand out this inner part right here and make sure it's all cleaned off. The basic idea, guys, is I'm going to take this piece that I made, this little like cross member piece, and I am basically gonna like tack this together when it is on the frame right here, something like this. I know it's not, you can't quite see it, but I'll show you whenever I get it going with the tacking and everything. But it'll basically be sitting here like this, a little crossover tube, just like so. I'll drill a couple holes in it, weld some nuts onto it, and yeah, then I will make it so that the seat pan bolts in through this thing. Let's see. It's kind of held on there. It is not cut out perfectly or fit up perfectly, obviously, because I did it, but that's okay. Dang, we fed them after midnight again. Exactly, Tony. They did get fed after midnight. Is that what holds the flux capacitor? Yes, Justin. I actually have the photon inverter right here, Justin. This is going to basically, once the photons enter into here, it's going to slice them up and rephase them back into the disk cleanup. It'll do a disk defrag after that, basically, and then it'll have the time traveling capabilities. Thanks, Timothy. This is the little tube, this piece right here. This is basically going to be welded on like this, and then I'll drill a hole in it, like maybe right here, like as far out as I can, like one right here and then one right here. Drill a hole straight down.
Small business owner, you need a tax
weld a nut onto the bottom of it on each one,
Try TurboTax Experts
and then I will weld a bolt.
Plus, you'll get
I'll drill some holes, corresponding holes,
Visit TurboTax.
put some bolts through, weld them onto here, so that whenever the seat pan goes down, they'll go through those holes. Or actually, no, I won't weld a nut onto here. I'll have to leave that just an open hole and then make it so it just bolts on through the bottom there. I'll have to reach his arm up and unbolt the seat right here. Okay? So yeah, should work out good, I think. What's up, Daniel? Me and Daniel go way back, guys. We actually used to work for a toy company. I mean, it's a pretty well-known toy company. I'm sure you guys have probably heard of it. We were working for Tinker Toys for a long time. It was a real good job, guys. I mean, Tinker Toys are, they're actually a little more complex than you might imagine. Just as far as the strict tolerances that are required to make Tinker Toys fit together and such. They need to be machined out. It's a high spec. I mean, it is very tight tolerances. For Tinker Toys, guys, they are very technically advanced with the whole, they fit within like 1,000th of an inch. So precision, press fit, basically. We were in the technical department, me and Daniel. We were basically just overseeing all the Tinker Toys, making sure that they were all coming down the assembly line correctly, making sure everything was calibrated with the circle pieces, the yellow ones with the hole that is on, it goes through the middle and then it has holes around the sides because there is a couple of different circle pieces. Those were the hardest ones to machine, guys. That was a multi-machine process. It would simultaneously drill all the holes on the outside diameter of it, and then it would flip it over and drill a hole right in the center. And the flipping arm is the main thing that would always get broken. It would get, once it wasn't lubricated, the joints on it would kind of start flopping. There was too much slack in it. And when it would flip it over, it would kind of be loose and it'd be like cockeyed. So when you'd assemble the Tinker Toy, the little rod would be like skewed off. So me and Daniel were basically sitting there constantly upkeeping this little, it's called the flipper arm on the Tinker Toy thing. It would come in, grab it, and flip it. And we were sitting there maintaining that thing all the time. I mean, it was a multi-million-dollar company at the time. Tinker Toys had really taken off, and they were building a better tomorrow for the kids that were playing with them. Because they became architects and stuff like that, I'm pretty sure. We're building the future, guys. Just one Tinker Toy at a time. That's their motto, and they're at Tinker Toys. I know, it's a mouthful. But someone had to do it, guys. Someone had to manufacture those Tinker Toy toys. And me and Daniel were there from day one. And we were there when the factory opened. We were there when the original molds were coming out. It was a lot of work, guys. Lincoln Logs was a favorite too, says Howdy. You know what, Howdy? I totally agree. Lincoln Logs were, essentially the cousin of Tinker Toys. A distant cousin, but they knew each other. They went to family events together, I'm sure. But they were nonetheless cousins. Grab some sandpaper real quick. Luckily, I've made a huge mess in here. So that way I can't get through the garage very easily. But on the bright side, if anyone was curious, I did go out and get some heat shrink because I freaking lost it. And I was like, I can't believe I lost that dang heat shrink. So I went out and got some. So the wiring, I also got some electrical tape. So the wiring can resume. Gonna get this thing prepped for welding. This is gonna take forever.
And the rest, just, it all starts with a delay.
Haven't even got through the primer yet.
Shop your new mattress your way at Anytime. Browse our wide selection online from the comfort of your home. Or come in and see what feels good at one of our conveniently located stores. Shop Ashley in-store or online today.
Oops. Mic got stuck. Let me make sure I can't get this in here somehow. What is in the way? Let me see if I can maybe get the wire wheel in there. I really don't want to. I wish I had a face shield for this thing. Hate using this wire wheel thing, but if it's gonna work to clean it out, then I'll use it. Let's see if I can. Oh, maybe I can use this. Forgot this other thing. This thing. This seems like it might work. Try this, and if it doesn't work, then I'll use the wire wheel. This is the polycarbide abrasive wheel. It's like some sort of sponge material, but it seems to work good for removing paint and stuff. And maybe it'll be able to fit in that little spot. We'll see. Polycarbide. Yeah, I think that'll work. Okay. Just trying to clean this real quick and then start pulling the welder out. Alright, I'm gonna use the wire wheel And just try and clean it. It's worth getting a couple wires in my face, I think. Make sure I get a good weld out of it. Okay. Sorry guys, I didn't realize you were just staring at my butt crack the whole time. If I would have known, I would have probably pulled up my pants. I didn't realize the camera, I thought the camera was over there. My bad, didn't realize. Hopefully it's not too smelly. From a master tinkerer to another, couldn't have said it better. Thank you, Timothy. What's going on? Lizard King. The Lizard King is here. What's going on, Dubsack? How you doing, man? Gizmo, there I am. What's going on, Gizmo? You are right there. How are you doing, Gizmo? Are you hanging in there? Did you want a Nature Valley granola bar? I know I offered you one earlier, but didn't answer my text. All right. Tom is here. Hey guys, just read some sad news. Gizmo is in the files. Oh no. Gizmo. What have you done?
You need me, Kraken.
All right, time to get the chair out. Let's see if I can get this chair out of here.
I don't know how this is gonna work, though.
Let's see, maybe I can hang this thing up here.
Not exactly up my alley, style and persona-wise. Heaven knows I'm no box of candy. But all things considered, I think we might have to consider some sort of temporary.
Chewie is hanging in there the best that he can. All right, time to pull this chair out. I know, what is wrong with you, Gizmo? What is your deal, dude? What is your, seriously, dude, what is your problem, man? In the files? Can't believe it, guys.
What's that? I just got the budgeting app in base 44. Guys,
All right, let me throw out my back real quick. I can feel something stabbing me. I better figure out what it is. Oh, secret visitor. Got a little secret visitor from the wire wheel hiding in my jacket. Guys, check it out. I got this for $1 today. It'll be mirrored because you're on the selfie cam, but check out the newest poster. $1. Pretty cool, huh? It's a little bit bent up, a little bit messed up. That's okay. For $1. Fine. I also got this pretty cool, I don't know if it's for cat treats or what. It says cat treats on it. But it could be for, could be a cookie jar. Got this sick little thing for $2 on this little cookie jar. Pretty cool. Pretty cool. Also got some cool keychains. Got an R2D2 and C3PO keychain. I got a Sasquatch pin. Oh, I feel something else stabbing me. I might be covered in these. I might be covered head to toe in these wire wheel fragments. Let's see. Oh yeah, got this. Here's a couple cool items. You might take you guys back. A couple cool items might take you back pretty far. Got this right here. This air filter. I believe this is the air filter cover for the guy said 1959 Panhead. It's hard to see, but there's a Harley logo on there. That's cool. That'll be a wall hanger for now, so I'll get a Panhead. I got this for the scooter, possibly. Check out this bag. It says National Bank of Detroit. It's got this weird little lock thing on it. It's kind of a lock bag thing. This might go on the scooter, but check this out. How many of you guys remember this? This dark cube that you can't see anything in. Let me see if we can not be so dumb without filming it. How about this? Nope, still dumb. Here we go. The Yoda box. Oh. He's turned over to the dark side, guys. The Darth Vader box. The Darth Vader Yoda box. You guys remember this? Sick. Picked this up for, I think, $1. I was like, dude, I haven't seen this since I was a child. Exactly, Lizard King. Let me show you a couple more treasures that I got from the SoCal, or not SoCal Cycle Swap. There's the Santee Swap, the anatomically correct banana. I have no idea what this is from. Maybe a video game or something? Yeah, I agree. It is a pretty cool little Star Wars cube. I remember seeing that when I was younger and being like, oh man, I want one of those. I got this. This is pretty sick. All these pins. I asked the guy, I mainly just wanted this one, the Sasquatch pin, Bigfoot Country, California. But he's like, dude, you could have all those pins essentially for $1. I was like, that's cool. I haven't been to half of these places, but whatever. I don't know what that is. Mount Baker, Washington. Cool. Canada. I think that's a San Diego. Yeah, San Diego Zoo. Royal Gorge, Utah, Oregon, Yakima, Washington. Nice.
This
Golden
automatic
State.
video editor edited my video in just a few
Sweet.
clicks and saved me hours of editing.
Got all these.
Tired of spending hours manually cutting and trimming
Sorry guys, let me
videos,
skip this.
Let me introduce you to Reed's newest AI feature.
Give you guys a sneak peek on what I found at the swap meet. That will come up on a swap vlog eventually. Found this really cool little leather wallet. It's like a cowhide. It's like the actual fur. I'm not sure what the actual term is besides fur. Got those, and let's see. Thought I had got something else. Oh yeah. I found Rex and Woody. And then I had this little outhouse. The little cowboy frog in there. I don't know what this guy's been doing in there, but he needs to hurry up. I need to use the bathroom. I'm not sure what that is for. Oh yeah, I also found this thing. This is like a, the lady said this sits on top of a, like a glass jar or something, like a mason jar, I think. So, I don't know what that is. Looks strange, so I was like, I better just grab it. Alright. Let me turn on this music a bit, guys. Alright. let's get to it and pull this chair out of the garage. At one point the garage cleaned out pretty well where I could just kind of wheel out the welder, and that's not the case anymore. Now the garage has taken over again and been filled with junk. Okay, put a little. I wonder if I can move this into the kitchen. That would actually be way easier. Let's see. Yeah, it might be easier. Let me actually see if I could do this. It'll save a lot of time and effort. 1 second, guys. Let's see if I can do this. Maybe this will be easier. Maybe not. Oh yeah, that was about 1,000% easier. I like that. I was sitting there fighting, trying to get that chair through the garage this whole time. I should have just done that. That would have saved a lot of time. And now I know. And now I can get the welder out a lot easier. Okay. Pull this thing out and get it all tacked up and stuff. I'm thinking maybe I should move this bandsaw so the bandsaw is more buried in the garage. And maybe swap out the welder. That seems like a smarter idea. I think I'm gonna do that.
Stop searching for
Real-time planning at Fang's garage.
Try 11 Labs for free and start elevating your content today.
That way I can easily pull the welder out. That would actually make a lot more sense. I use the welder about, I would guess 1,000% more than I use the bandsaw at this point. I haven't used a bandsaw in about a month, and I use a welder almost every other live. So I think I'll do that. I'll move this just like that for now. Okay. What'd you guys think of the Super Bowl? Super Bowl. Are you guys watching the Super Bowl on the edge of your seat? Hey, that's where I'm from, California. It says Bad Karma. Glad to see you're here, Bad Karma. Have you seen that Sasquatch documentary, Harry and the Hendersons? Yes, Lizard King. I've actually been looking for my friend Harry for a long time. He ran away. He escaped. I mean, he left. And I don't know where he went, Lizard King. We were good friends, obviously, because we look so similar as far as our foreheads, or as we like to call them, 5 heads. But, I mean, we were tight as could be. You want to talk about press fit? Me and Harry were press fit, all right? We were within 1,000th of an inch. That's how close we were. And we were tight, and we were hanging out in the basement, in the underground layer. And he got a little bit nervous, ran off, and I haven't seen him since. So I'm not sure, Lizard King, but I'm glad that you brought it up, because now I need to go search him out and find him. I've actually been thinking of doing some cryptid hunting, see what's out there. Captain Homer, who won? Oh, Captain Homer, you know exactly who won. It was the, I believe it was the Cincinnati Lakers that won. Slackjaw says, I think you need to clean that effing shop. I think you're right, Slackjaw. I need to clean it. Please come help. This part looks extremely dirty because this is like a dirty table, but the rest is like just mildly dirty, I promise. Yeah, I'm honestly not interested. I don't watch sports at all, but I did watch the Super Bowl because my family wanted to watch it, so I was like, all right, let's watch it. Glad to see the Seahawks win. Was a good game, but the halftime show needed some work. Timothy, I agree. I didn't actually watch the halftime show. I was out here trying to cut some metal up, but I heard that it wasn't that great. The commercials kind of sucked. Guys, what do you think about the commercials? I wasn't too impressed by the commercials at all. Looks like my life, the Slackjaw. Well, maybe I'll come help you clean up too then, Slackjaw. Crown of 12 stars says, are those lip piercings? Give a close-up, please. What's going on, Moses? The scooter is running, Moses. Yeah, they were lip piercings. Like this. Like that. Okay. That's it. Let me pull this welder out. Moses, the scooter is working.
To Run My Business made with Base 44. We're ready for you as free to use templates in the link below.
You're not going to believe what it was.
As a one-man show, I have to handle everything myself, so missing a task isn't an
Thank you,
option.
Crown of 12 stars. I've had them for like 20 years, and I actually took 2 different piercings, combined them one time. They kind of got messed up, and then I had to basically weld them together to make them work and make them survive, because they don't sell them anymore. But I don't think I welded them up correctly. It's probably infecting me with some sort of metal disease where my face is becoming a metallic object or something. That's my best guess. Okay. Just looking for the acetone is right here. I just need a rag now. I actually picked up some butane as well, guys. So at some point, maybe on one of the lives, I will be able to test out this torch that I got and try and fix the little end cap thing. I'm not sure if I'll save that for a rainy day or what. Rag. I guess I'll go through these. Let me just cut a piece of these off. These were Courtney's old pants. She doesn't wear them anymore. She doesn't like to wear pants. Yes, Moses. It started up. A Crown of 12 stars says the lip piercing can't be any worse than the chemtrails and poison food. Crown of 12 stars, I'm right there with you. I agree. They need to stop pumping all that glitter or aluminum dust or whatever it is into the atmosphere. I'm like, dude, just leave it alone, please. Like, I'm starting to cough all crazy. My freaking eyeballs were bleeding the other morning when I woke up. Now whenever I breathe out of my nose, I can feel my toes start hurting. All my fingernails started falling off the other day, and they don't taste good anymore when I eat them. Originally, when my fingernails would fall off, I could eat them, and they kind of taste like candy corn. They don't taste like that anymore, so I'm blaming it on the chemtrails. They need to stop, okay? So it was a casting accident, but he liked them so much he kept them. Exactly, Lizard King. And he is moving dangerously close to Fred the Onion spider's nest. You know what, Lizard King? I'm glad that you're. When was it live? Moses, it was last night. I figured out what it was last night. That's crazy, and that's crazy. Where do you live, and what do you mean your fingernails fall off? Crown of Tall Stars. I got a lot of health conditions, mainly because of all the contact with dangerous chemicals. Back when me and Gizmo were working at the pawn shop, we got a lot of weird stuff coming in the door, and we were just basically handling everything without gloves. And I said, I think we need to wear gloves, dude. And it was too little, too late. My fingernails started falling off. I started basically, my eyes will roll back into my head sometimes. I'll start speaking another language that I don't understand. All sorts of weird stuff. I mean, I'm blaming it on the chemtrails. I mean, I woke up the other day, I knew full Mandarin, and I've never even studied Chinese ever. I don't know what I was saying, but I was fully speaking it. It was really confusing. Crown of 12 Stars. I don't really know what to do about it. I talked to my doctor. He said, get out of my office. He didn't want me near him. Yeah. I'm not sure if that's because I started, my skin started growing scales on it. I'm not sure if it's because of the scales. You know what, Crown of 12 Stars? I'm not sure. It might be something cursed that I possibly picked up along the way. It might also just be because I used to work at a antique shop, handle a lot of ancient tribal masks and things that were they look just real weird. I said, I don't know if I want to be touching this stuff without gloves. And my boss said, I don't care, just go move it, move that ancient cursed mask over there on the wall. I said, cursed? He said, no, I said the worst mask. I said, okay, why are we selling this? And yeah, it's just kind of shady. But you know what? I just went along with it. I needed the money at the time. Change out my tungsten real quick. Yes, exactly. Working at the pawn shop. Okay, so Moses, what it was the signal wire. The blue and white wire coming off of the pickup was not plugged in. And I think that was the black and white wire that was going into the CDI. So that was not plugged in. For some reason, I did not look at it, and I just assumed it was like all plugged in. I didn't even think about it. So that was my bad. But I plugged it in to the black and white wire that is plugged into the CDI and the kill switch, and it works now. But in my defense, it was a little bullet connector, and none of the wires on there have a bullet connector. So I don't know where that actually was hooked up to originally. But it either got cut off, which I don't think I did. I don't think I cut any of the wires because I still wanted to start it. Sorry. So I don't know. It's like a female bullet connector that is just sitting there, blue and white wire, but there's no male bullet connector besides the one that was on the ignition coil. But that one is not the black and white wire, it's the green wire, which is a different ground. Exactly, Lizard King. I do glow in the dark. I am bioluminescent. I actually have been spending a lot of time out in the ocean, swimming around with all the plankton and jellyfish guys. I like to absorb their bioluminescence, and basically I've been running off of solar power for about a week now. Those master sacred objects to connect to the, oh, you know what, Crown? I hope it is not connecting me to the Nephilim. All right. I really hope that is not going to get me anywhere close to the Nephilim. I'm trying to stay far away from them. I'm not interested in anything that they're doing with any of their rituals or anything like that. They need to leave me alone. All right. They seriously need to leave me alone. I'm tired of hearing about them. I'm tired of hearing about the red-haired giants. I can't hear about another red-haired giant. All right. People are pointing out my beard. They said, hey, is that red hair? I said, leave me alone. All right. I'm Irish. This has nothing to do with the giant of Kandahar or whatever it's called. Crown. Come on. You know where I'm at, Crown. You know what I'm thinking about. You know what, Moses? Yes, I think that you and the Deal for Real said, I told you it was a signal. I said, I know. I forgot to check it. You're right, Moses. There's a signal wire. But you know what? Now I'm thinking that the ignition coil and the CDI and all that stuff is all, maybe it was okay. Maybe it'll have some extra stuff, you know, extra parts. Dripstick says, bro, you need to get organized. Dripstick, I would love to get organized, but unfortunately I keep buying motorcycle parts and tools and stuff. So I'm trying to, as best I can, Tetris this stuff away. But it's like a non-stop mission. Dripstick. It's just non-stop. Well, I guess I could have probably welded this on the table over there. That would have been a little bit easier probably, but I don't know why I didn't do that. Too late now. Sorry, too late. I'm already 90% there, so. I just taught some Africans about Diddy, and now they sing Diddy bad. They sing Diddy good, though. Oh, man. Got to teach them Garber. What's going on, Lucy? Exactly, Moses. Now, thanks to you and the Deal and Dubstack and Lizard King, now I have the knowledge. More importantly, I have the knowledge. Thanks to you guys. Now I feel like I kind of understand how it works, the whole system, or at least most of it. So I'm glad about that. And you're right, I do have extra parts. And Moses, after working on this scooter, I'm pretty fond of them now. So I'm thinking I want to make one more. Not right now, but maybe I'll make one right now. Maybe I'll try and buy one right now and go get one live. And then start a brand new project right in the middle of this project. No, actually I won't do that, but I do want to get another one, and I have a cool idea for making one into a wooden barrel. Maybe I can make it into a Donkey Kong barrel. That'd be cool. Okay. I guess I will just weld this thing on the floor. Yeah, I'll just weld it on the floor. That makes the most sense, actually. I'm just going to seriously squat down on the ground and weld this thing. Exactly. Exactly. Olive oil, good. Baby oil, bad. I'm doing good, Lucy. I am feeling good about getting the scooter going, and I'm glad about the progress that's being made, Lucy. Ugh. We're getting it done, Lucy. I'm gonna do a little welding here in just a minute, guys. If I could freaking plug in the plug. What in the world? Oh, it's kind of bent. Oh, gosh. You know, Dripstick, I really would love to get organized. My dream Dripstick is to own some sort of property at all, and have a regular 2-car garage. To me, that is like a mansion. That is like Richie Rich style. Oh my gosh, look at all this room. I actually, Dripstick, have a really cool tube bender and some other cool tools that I can't even use because I don't have room for it. And the thing that's taking up the most room are actually the motorcycles. So, yep, give and take, dripstick. I'm trying though, buddy. All right, do some welding. Turn on the welder. Got my rags. Let me just maybe. That's very good. Move this. And yes, dripstick. I do need to get organized either way because basically I go live every night, so it is a bit difficult to pick up the mess, or at least find time, because I do not go out in the garage for more than 5 or 10 minutes when I'm not live. So, gonna put you guys up here. Give you a little, or actually, let me put you up a little bit closer on this one. But you're right, I need to get it cleaned up. Dripstick. Milo, what's going on, Road King? How you doing, buddy? The Road King is here. I saw that video of you ringing the bell, Road King. That's sick. Congrats on the new bike. All right, let me grab my, see, I got the gloves. Got pretty much everything. You know what, Road King? I'm not sure. I got this Springer on this bike, and it was like a special construction, but it was like a early 2000s, like kind of fat tire chopper, like Orange County chopper style. And I'm not sure like how to measure it exactly because I don't know what the stock measurement is. But I'm curious, if you know how to measure it, Road King, I would like to know. I don't know. Like I said, I don't know what the stock measurement is, so I'd have no idea. And I also don't know exactly, maybe you measure it from the axle to the lower tree? I don't know. I looked it up how to measure it a long time ago. And then I was like, I don't know what the stock measurement is. So I think it's maybe a DNA Springer, my guess. I don't have really any information about the bike as far as like what it actually is besides the engine. And there's a special construction. I did meet the guy that built the bike. But he didn't remember because it had been so long since he built it. Get these things on a piece of wood at least. Just clean this off with acetone real quick, guys. Something that I think is an issue for me when I'm welding, that maybe you guys have the same issue with, is sometimes when I'm welding, it seems like the stuff inside the tube, if there's paint or rust or something or dirt, it'll get inside the weld, like if it melts through there. Do you guys do that? Do you clean out the inside of it with acetone when you guys are welding? Inside of the tube or anything? Seems like it's probably a good idea, but I don't know if it's really necessary, or maybe I'm just not cleaning the outside good enough. I don't know, guys. I took a welding class probably about 10 years ago, and I just basically did it to use the equipment. I didn't actually do it to get certified or anything. I just wanted to use their stuff, and it worked out for me as far as using it, but I didn't actually learn anything. I didn't actually sit down and learn. grab a clamp. Clamp this down a bit. Ay, ay, ay. This welder's just sitting here on. Grab a little C-clamp. Foosball game. Thanks, Milo. Lizard King says, hey Thing, tell that Squatch to hang in there. I will try. Hang in there, buddy. Better not fall on me while I'm welding. Unless it's to save my life or something. And somebody about to be bitten by a poisonous snake. Then you can go ahead and fall down and help me out. Okay. Get this clamped on, just like this. Good enough. This thing is definitely slapped together, I can say that much. Okay. Almost there. I'm going to wipe it down with acetone one more time just to be safe. I'd rather have kind of dirty hands, so I don't want to jeopardize the quality of the weld just because of my own oily hands. Like I said, I'm just going to tack it real quick. And I'm not going to, it's just going to be one tack on there. Just to hold it together until I can put it on the bike and verify that it's all good. And then I will do the final welding. And then put it on the bike, and then weld it. All right. Cover your eyes. Unless you're a risk taker, then don't. It's really up to you. It's your life. I don't know if it's good to stare at this while I probably wouldn't just sit here and stare at it. But you can maybe take a peek. If you want. Don't hear the gas coming through here. There it goes. There it goes. What in the world? That was weird. Alright, doesn't hurt through the camera lens. Nice. I Harley original Langton, but sure how much over. Never got around to getting a frame. I have a 1960 pan motor I want to put in it. Nice. I just got a can head little air filter from the swap meet today. $10. The guy said, I think he said it's 1959. Alright, let's see if this will work. I can hear the gas flowing now. After using the foot pedal with my knee, I think it'll be fine. Okay, I think that's good. One little tack, and I'll just do one on the other side. Wipe this down one more time. Yeah. This acetone evaporates so fast. Put it on this rag for about 2 seconds and it's gone. I'm going to have to find an alternative to acetone because I don't think they sell it in California anymore. And these are some old bottles. Here's my last one.
I've made LLCs for film projects before, but It was confusing, frustrating, and honestly, I'm still not sure I did it right. With
Okay,
mistakes take
and
time.
tuck this on,
Building something from the ground
and we'll see how it looks.
our space, our community, so we wanted to make sure we got the legal stuff right. Just the thought of figuring out what entity and what business licenses to get felt overwhelming. We answered a few questions, they
See
took
if I
care
can
of
do
the
it like
paperwork,
this.
and a few clicks later,
Just put a little piece of.
my favorite part of owning a business is that I still get to wear a lot of hats. But thankfully, legal isn't one of them. If you're ready to be official too,
Oh.
start your LLC with LegalZoom today.
Forgot I need the ground clamp. I need that. I was just like grounding it through myself, and I feel the electricity like hitting my leg. I was like, no, it's not gonna work. Okay, let's do this crab position, guys. If you're following along, doing the chopper yoga poses. I'm in the crab position right now. I'm gonna put the filler rod on my shoulder. Again, if you guys are following along, I got the filler rod on my right shoulder. I'm holding the thing together with my left hand. I'm also holding the filler rod with my left hand. Let's see if I can do it like this. Just like this. Put my welding hood down just in case I get it in a good position. Let's see, how about this? Get the torch ready. Let me get a little tiny. Oh, how about this? Assistance from the scooter. New scooter, if you could just hold that there. Perfect. Thank you, 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter, for helping out with your own fabrication. Didn't really help that much, but there we go. How about now? How about now? Second, my leg is about to cramp up in the most insane way. I have to move it. Okay, try it like this. Now that I have some filler rod welded onto there, now I can manipulate it and get it to fall down and tack. Just like that. Nice. The plan to do it halfway worked. Alright, so now that I have this welded up, take it off and show you real quick. Got this just like that. Now I'm going to just put it on the frame and get it lined up. What's going on, Biddle Riddler? How you doing, Biddle Riddler? I went to the flea market swap meet this morning, and the gremlin was gone. Oh man, that sucks, Moses. Yeah, that sucks, dude. All right, so this is gonna go on just like this. Nice, that looks cool. Let me turn off the welder and get the seat pan on here real quick and make sure it's all going to be good to go. And then I'll get it welded up. Show you guys what it looks like real quick. I think it looks cool. I think it'll be a good little support for it. You hanging in there, Chewy? He's hanging on. Holding on for life. Alright, so this is the old ones that will be cut off. These are just there to hold the seat pan support in place. This is the new one. And basically I'll weld it on there, or I'll make sure that it's all good to go. I'll probably actually weld it on, tack it on. It's not coped out, but whatever. I'll just fill in the gaps. And yeah. Yeah, I did I bought everyone around, Moses. Sorry. I'll get you on the next one, Moses. I was like, where's Moses? I can't believe he's not here. We're about to start this thing. Let me get this. Fang, is your TIG air cooled? Yes, it is, Milo. That's why I don't. You know, I probably should leave it on a little bit. But I barely even tacked it. And it was basically just sitting on, just with a fan on for a long time. Yes, it is the fan, or the welder I'm using is called a AHP, Apple Harry Patrick. I know that's not the right names to use, but it's called the AHP Alpha TIG 201XD. That's what it's actually called. I didn't make it up this time. That is not made up information. That is the real information. Alpha TIG 201XD. If you're interested in looking it up, it is like a kind of a budget TIG welder. I think it's not like fancy one, but for what I need it for, it's fine for me. But I think you can use it. I know you can use it for TIG and stick. So. Is cool. Let me just double check that this is going to be good. I think it could probably go maybe be a little bit shorter. Maybe I will cope it out a bit. Let's see. Actually put it around the other way. It is just sitting a little bit high comparatively to where it used to be. And I just actually that might actually be good. Let me bolt this all in and just make sure that this is gonna work. Let's see here. Obviously, I have to kind of mock everything up and make sure this is all going to be good before I weld it in. But if it is good, I think I could probably weld it on while it's on the frame. It's not too cramped up in there. Do some hole inspecting. Okay. Just get these on. And then if that is the case and it is good there, then I will mark it like that. That seems like it's a good spot to me. I'm gonna actually put one more in the back as well. I'm going to put one more kind of a support for the seat, because right now the seat is supported right here. It's going to be supported all across here, but it's going to be kind of left open back here. The reason why I'm making this one is because I am basically going to be cutting the seat pan like this, and that means that I'm going to not be able to use this. So I'm going to want to put something else right here. I'm thinking I'll put one more post with a tab, so it'll be laborious to take this thing off. But to take off the actual seat, it'll probably be just these two bolts in the back, and then this one bolt in the front. And then this part of the seat doesn't need to be bolted down. It'll be fine. At least I think for the time being, should be fine. But let me get this thing bolted up, stop yapping, and start doing. once this is on here, at least once this little support is on here, I can pretty much be done with the seat pan. Cut these corners off, cut off these posts that I made, these what are they called? Bungs. Cut those bungs off, and then put the little fender section on there, little tailpiece. And yeah, once that is done, then I can start working on the other side jerry can. Get that thing mounted on there. Get this little rear section squared away, and then start working on the front. Start working on the handlebars and all that. I could do all that in between, but that's the general idea. You know, I actually could pull it a little bit farther back. Let's try that.
We have got to the point where literally anybody can build a fully working app without knowing how to code. This is Base 44. This is the first look at the current industry-leading AI.
Yeah, I might actually want to
smart nutrition apps,
kind of coat these tubes a little bit.
you name it. And if the only thing stopping me from making the app is the idea, why not
Let me
build an app
skip this ad. Sorry, guys.
So let's
I know
take
this
it
thing is
from
probably droning on.
spec and ChatGPT.
Now I'm on the hunt for another one because you said you would trade me that tank.
Everything I laid out in detail.
Yeah, you could try and find one.
But I want to make it playful. So I'm going to
Moses, I talked to this dude that sold me the last one, and he said that the company was like, "Oh, we're going to be sold out for a while, or they're not going to get them for a while." So I don't know if there's like a problem with the manufacturer or what. But it's by Trick or Treat Studios. But a new one is like as much as that gas tank is new. So that's why I was like, dude, if you find one for cheap, then I'm down to trade, even if it's cheap. As long as it's not like tore to shreds, you know? What's up, Dubsag? I have an Everlast, works surprisingly well, but my everyday is a Miller SD 180. Is that a MIG welder or a TIG welder, Dubsag? I have a Lincoln MIG welder, but my buddy's using it. What the Scooby-Doo it really does with me, says Milo. I have the 180 titanium Harbor Freight one, but it works surprisingly well. Nice. Fang, my solenoid switch on my MIG Lincoln weld pack leaked. Most of my gas always flux core. Oh man. Thanks, Japan 800. If you can make a motorcycle, I want something from Ghost Rider. All right, Japan, I'll work on that. I will try. All right. So I'm thinking that I am going to have to coat this out a little bit. I think I should probably do it just a bit because it's kind of a little obscene right now how much needs to be adjusted, but maybe I can bend it down a bit and just let me try this. Try to make a little adjustment here, guys. It's tacked a little too well. Yeah, that's not as bad. It's kind of still crazy. Kind of a still crazy bit of a gap there. So, Probably want to actually. It'd be too hard to close up that gap. That's a little bit of a big gap, I think. Yeah, I'll probably wait. Let's see. I'll go into the depths of the garage and try and cope it out just a bit. Let's move the operation inward. Let's look inside and try and find exactly what the problem is, guys. Alright, I'm going to move this camera real quick. I guess since I needed to sweep up for here, it won't matter anyways. Now I really have to clean up. Now I really have to clean. What's up, Cody?
You want a coffee run?
Cody is here, guys. I'm doing good, Cody. How about you? The SD is a TIG along with the Everlasting. Everlasting is TIG. Plasma. Oh, dang. Plasma too? That's sick. What's going on, at? Sorry, I don't know how to pronounce your name. What's going on? How you doing? We're doing a little work on the scooter. I'm just going to quickly use the grinder back here. Hopefully it'll be a little bit quieter, and hopefully I'll be quick about it. Just chilling, have a few garage sodas and a couch medicine. Nice, Cody. I get it. What's up, Max Oliver? Jumping on. Oh, sorry about that, guys. Didn't warn you about the power tools. Cough medicine. Exactly. Nice. Dubsack. Hope you're doing good, Dubsack. Courtney here. Missed ya. And she's got a new friend. Let's see if the hell wants to do a little damp. do that. Interesting. Oh, now he's just like changing directions. Why is he doing that? Why are you doing that, buddy? See if I got this coked out good enough. Oh, yeah, that's much better. Much better. Okay. I think I got it in a good spot. That's going to be perfect. Okay. What I'm going to do is, I think I'm going to clean off the frame and everything, clean off the little piece that I made with some acetone, get it tacked on the frame exactly where it's at right now, where I want it. And then I will, once it's cooled off, take off the seat pan, pull it off, weld it up so it's in the right spot. And then I think it'll be okay to weld it on here. I don't think it'll be that hard. If it is, oh well, I'll figure it out. I think it'll be easier than pulling it off there, welding it over there, bringing it back here, and then it's all crooked, and then it doesn't fit. So I'll try and avoid that the best I can. Let me get the acetone, clean this off, and we'll get to it. That'll be cool. Finally able to like sit on the seat. Sorry guys, I'm talking a little bit quiet. I'm trying to be quiet right now since I just broke the sacred rule. Like an 80s movie scene, it says Matt 87, Matt 87. We were born around the same time, I would assume. And yeah, I'm guessing we like the same stuff, maybe, Matt. So yes, Matt, I'm reliving all the stuff that I love. And it's here helping me out in the garage. Look at the little gizmo bugger. Yeah, he's dancing around. He's hanging out, showing off his stuff, guys. Okay, let me get this rag, acetone, and clean this off and get it welded on. I'm stoked. I was actually looking for a, believe it or not, guys, I was looking at some Dinosaurs, a TV show. You guys remember Dinosaurs? I was looking at some real movie props that were used in the, or not movie props, but real TV screen used props. I'm realizing that one of my things that I really like is latex or rubber covered plush toys or puppets. That is my cup of tea. I couldn't figure out what exactly they were, but that is what I believe they are. They're like latex covered puppets. That is what I like. It's like a rubbery, that's what a tom is, of course, made out of, I believe. The latex covered foam puppet. Okay, this is all cleaned off. Let me see. I think it was on like this. Try not to get it dirty. Try and keep it sterile. It was maybe. Wipe it down again since I just touched it again. good. See if it looks somewhat straight from the side angle. I think that's pretty good. Again, guys, there's no exact specifications I'm going off of. I'm literally just eyeballing it. So, it doesn't need to be perfect. It just needs to be good enough. Okay, now that I've tainted it, I'm hyper paranoid about the weld being contaminated, so I'm gonna wipe it off some more acetone. Just really glop it all on there. Oh gosh, I like it. I just so happen to move it into the perfect position, so now it will be even better than it was before. Now it's good. Okay. Yeah, I think that's good. Okay. Time to do it, guys. Time has finally come. The time to weld up the little seat support. Hopefully this will be a little bit easier than the last one. What's up? The deal for real? How you doing, buddy?
This is when you need to be certain of your equipment.
Howdy says sounds goth. Whatever it is, it's gonna be sick, and I'm here for it. Thank you, Nasty, for being here for it. Milo sends a bronze medal for 50 joules. Milo, thank you for that bronze medal, buddy. Let me skip this ad just for you, Milo, and let's get to the welding, shall we? Fun fact, if you spam the emote buttons on the right side of the screen, it stimulates the algorithm to suggest the stream to more feeds. Thank you, Cody. And thank you again, Milo. I appreciate that, buddy. I feel like I am wearing that bronze medal on my chest right now like Iron Man. And I'm unstoppable now, Milo. Thanks to you. You've literally given me an extra boost of motivation and energy. I'm fully locked in now, Milo. I can see the matrix code. I can feel it. I can see all the Agent Smiths all around me, Milo. And they said they're coming for you, Milo. Unfortunately, I can't always stop them. I'm not powerful enough. But you're on your own. Again, I apologize, but they are coming for me. And you need to run now. Run. Just like Gandalf said. He said, run. Okay. Do a couple of tacks on here. See if I can tack myself up. A little scooter seat support. Oops. Probably not that, huh? Okay, you can hear the gas. My welding hood is flipping out. Alright, Got one little tack on there. Go to this side. Oops. You didn't see me dip that, did you? You didn't see that. I didn't see it. I saw me stacking a dime. And then it just let me come in for a close-up. So close-up. Okay. It's tacked on. Look at that technique. Just laying down that torch. Amazing. Where's the socket? Uh-oh. Hike. Let me remove the seat pen real quick, and then I'll finish welding up. Here. Okay. Finish welding up real quick. Shouldn't take more than 2-3 hours. Tops. Let me just grab my little stool here. Perfectly running bike before stream started, says Daddy Nowski. Exactly, Daddy. What's going on, Patrick?
You're here with awe and awesome. Let's see what's in here.
Scholar for Truth says hello from Chicago. What's going on, Scholar for Truth?
The thrill of the deep with mesmerizing shark species and the all-new shark habitat. Bringing prosperity this week.
Kenneth Johnson says, that's cool. You're cool, Kenneth Johnson. Scholar for Truth. I'm interested to know what kind of truth you have uncovered. Scholar, if you're interested in sharing, I'm interested in hearing. I'm just trying to quietly do all this. Of course, it's never the case. I never quietly do anything around here, but I'm trying. Gonna do some welding here, guys. Guys, if you're following along on your 2008 Lance Milan GY6 scooter, we're just going to weld on this seat support for the back part here. Oh, shit. If you're also working outside, try not to be too loud. Guys, it's late. Unless, of course, you are where I am at the north edge of the Arctic Circle. In which case it's 12 a.m. 12 p.m. It's noon. Something like that. It's not late at all. It's actually quite early. It's a different time zone thing here, guys. They set it up with all the satellites and all the chemtrails and stuff. I mean, the time is all messed up here, so what can you do? Gizmo is, of course, one of the pilots that they hired. He not only is shooting out the chemtrails, but he's also shooting out those little banners that you see flying around that says, "Will you marry me?" It's actually his job that he does in the daytime. Right now he's commercial pilot, commercially. And by that I mean he flies in a lot of commercials. Let's see if I can get this. It'd be nice if these posts weren't here, of course, but they are. So you can work around them. I don't know what kind of dumb posted, why did these posts on here, but somebody did. Clearly didn't know what they were doing. Oh my gosh, just back to back dipping the tungsten. Not the worst ball. Not the best. Yeah, definitely not the worst. Getting a little windy out here, guys, so getting a little bit sketchy. Shielding gas. Man, it's a hard spot. Here. Don't want to keep that hot for too long in that spot.
Mood matching music. Or customizable video tags. We've got you covered. High quality stock content fit every need. We look creative, get reviews new.
The heck, stinking pedal. It's walking off on me. Not the best world, but not the worst. Actually, not too bad. Not too shabby. I've seen myself produce much worse welds than that. Much worse. Look at that South Park episode where I think it was Stan. He was trying to invest money in the bank. His dad told him to put money in the bank. He's like, and it's gone. That's basically me with the welding. And it's dipped. With tungsten. And I dip it. I have a nice sharp tungsten and it's dull. And it's a ball. Okay. Okay. Almost got it completely welded on the bottom. And just got 2 more welds to do, I think. And it's dead. And it's not working out. Try it like this.
Valentine's Day is coming up fast, so Circle CVS is offering Valentine's baskets for Valentine's. I love that CVS has everything I need in one stop, and so many great spending dollars. They're so easy to affordable, but so good. And if you're not using extra care, you're missing out. It's free to join, and that's what I save the most. I'm dropping off these baskets at lockers and apartments, the easiest way to show my responsibilities. Spread the local CVS's Valentine's Day.
Here we go with this thing. Maybe like this. Oh gosh, this is not gonna work. Let me try it like this. I'm burning my hand. I need to let this torch cool down a bit. Should just unbolt the shock. Welding mask like kind of failed in the middle of it, so I got blinded. Okay, one more of this weld on the bottom. Tiny spot. There we go. Hold your breath. Myself on to not messing this up too bad. Inspector Gadget says, Megan. What's up, Megan? I am, in fact, making an Inspector Gadget scooter. great stuff. I guess it's like a 14. Get this actual socket. This shock out of the way real quick. Maybe that'll make it easier in the world. Try that.
Change the way you record podcasts, voiceovers, and branded content with the #1 AI-powered voice generating technology. Stop searching for the perfect voice and stop wasting time
I
re-recording.
should just remove the whole thing. It only take me like 10 more seconds to do it.
Start elevating
Like
your
that.
content.
When it's time to scale your business, it's time to show. Get everything you need to grow the way you want. Stack more sales with the checkout. Track your chickens with every channel, all in one spot, and turn real-time reporting into big-time opportunities. Take your business to a whole new level. Switch to Shopify. Start your free trial today.
Sorry guys, I'll read through your chats. If there's any new chats in just a few minutes here. I'm almost done welding. I have to get it out there and while the welder's out and everything. Okay. Shock has been removed. Should be a lot easier now. We're almost there, guys. side. Whatever. Alright. Nice. Watches here. Oops. You didn't see that, did you? I don't think I even saw it. This is definitely the hardest log. The one on the bottom. Okay. It's all globbed on there, but it'll work. Definitely won't go anywhere. Let me see if I can do this one without taking the shock off. I'm not sure if it's just because of the way that one was positioned or what. I might be able to do this one. Alright. Let's see. Be nice. Man, this welder head sucks. Things like falling all over the place. I think I'm going to get this one without taking this off. Okay. Just a corner to do. This will be done. And my gosh, this stupid welding helmet. So I'm missing some little washers on the side of the welding helmet, so it just doesn't have any resistance, it just keeps falling. We'll just finish coating up these tubes real quick, and we'll be done. Besides the holes that need to be drilled. Sorry guys, I know I'm breathing all heavy into the mic and stuff and not talking, but I'm going to focus on what I'm doing here. How did your procedure go, DevSec? With the dental stuff, is that all good? What the heck? What am I doing there? What the heck am I doing? Okay, just got a couple more welds, almost there. Pretty cool. I'll be glad to cut these tabs off here. Little bungs that I made, cut those off. And have a nice little narrow seat pan in the back. I'm like trying to hold my hood on, trying to keep the pedal from falling away from my foot, and also trying to feed this wire filler rod.
I'll teach you how to do this with Nichijou. Here's how. Go to nichijou.com and click edit. Upload your picture. And click on retexture. Enter a prompt that describes your photo. And click submit retexture.
Okay.
And you're done. Try now at nichijou.com/explore.
See if I can do this. Last weld on the bottom. Let me grab one more filler rod. What's going on, Joshua Murray? Thank you, Grandmaster Collector. Overhead welding. Or something close to it. One last weld. It's all done. This Boeing helmet is about to make me claim that I'm looking into a strobe light. It's because of the welding, right, guys? Ridiculous trying to do this like this. Okay, that's done. I'm gonna let the welder air cool a little bit more, but it is, it's on there solid, guys. Solid as a rock. Unlike my welder helmet, this thing is solid as a rock. Nice. Let me read through some of the comments real quick, guys. YouTube asked, why is Gizmo on a sit and spin? He wanted to. He wanted to go on there. Let's see. Let's see if I can scroll. Okay. Let me read through some of your comments, guys. Sorry, it has been, I'm way backtracked on it. Stacy Grant says hi. What's up, Stacy Grant? Also, the Pandan. What in the tweaker vial? What's going on, Pandan? Blue Tip. 9297. You walked into the right stream, Blue Tip. Jamie James. Thank you, Jamie James. I'm trying to keep it nice and artsy today. I prefer the little baby gremlins. Me too, Jamie James. They're much more cuddly. They don't like to pick in my ears and get the earwax out of my ears so violently. No water and no food after midnight, those gremlins. I will try not to, Jamie. Pee-wee's Playhouse says Moses. I love it, Moses. Pee-wee's Playhouse meets Toys R Us gone wild. Late night. It's a blurry channel, guys. Don't look too closely. It's Toys R Us gone wild. Newcomers comments. Exactly. Fang's layer of fab. Thank you, Milo. All right, I'll see you later, Cody. Probably gone a long time ago, huh? Thank you, Moses, for saying like and subscribe. All right, Lisa. Are you out of here, Lisa? Oh, no, Cody was saying bye to Lisa. Middle name Flashburn. Yeah. Are the gremlins coming back? Yes, they are, Slishy. They never left. Waiting for zombie gremlins. Wrenching on havoc. I like that idea. Howdy says I'm welding a high radiation detection unit. I did not know that. I'll have to keep that in mind. Ninja Welding says Moses. I like it. He's just taking a little bit of a ride at YouTube 7. He is also keeping an eye on everything, says Moses. He is also our security. He's on Rat Patrol. Mahogany says hi. What's up, Hoggy990? Outdoor Fam says, yes, he is actually patrolling the world. So much Kama Sutra welding. I have to maybe get Craig in here to do a little bit of welding inspections. Fang, remember that sweet Roadmaster Pee-wee would ride? Yes, Moses, I remember that. Is that the one with the, didn't that have like a lion on it? If memory serves, I think it had like a lion head on the front. I think I remember that as a child. Seeing that lion head and being like, what in the world? Alright guys. I have to go into stealth mode. Because it is late, and I have to be quiet. I'm going to be as quiet as I possibly can for the end of the stream until the end. And I have a decimal meter sitting out front, recording all the decimals. So I'm going to try to get like I'm going to try to be as quiet as I possibly can while reassembling this entire scooter from start to finish. I'm going to completely reassemble it. I'm going to rebuild the engine and swap it out. Swap out the pistons. And then the whole thing. As quietly as I can. Because I have no idea how quiet I can actually get. I was actually nominated Hide and Go Seek champion. I was nominated, but I did not win. Really hard to win the Hide and Go Seek championships, guys. At least of the southern region. It's not easy. They have trackers on you. They have ankle monitors on you. I have an ankle monitor on me now. That's why I never leave the garage anymore.
Still designing websites from scratch.
It's actually from the Hide and Go Seek regulators.
Describe the page you want.
It's actually monitoring me for performance enhancing drugs when it comes to the competitive Hide and Go Seek championships. They take that stuff very seriously. They do not mess around. People in these, it's called the HAGS Association, Hide and Go Seek Association. A lot of these people, they spend their entire lives, they were born and bred to become Hide and Go Seek champions. I actually knew a group of people that were from, I believe it was from Georgia, and they specifically had children with another family. These two kids got married, young adults, and just because they were so good at Hide and Go Seek, so they were like selectively choosing people in their family to be in this competition. It was crazy. It was like, dude, how? I mean, these people were really good. I mean, they were obviously multi-generational Hide and Go Seek champions, so that's why they were into that kind of stuff. But yeah, I mean, they were all dedicated, the whole family. They would go to Hide and Go Seek champion meets. They would go to Hide and Go Seek champion tryouts, everything. They were always there. Those bikes are worth $1,500 to $2,000 now. Wow, Moses, I did not know that. Yes, you did, Lake Man. I'm glad you're here. Momo Girl wants to know where you stay, Lake Man, because me and Momo Girl, we are gonna show up tonight, Lake Man. Me and Momo Girl are gonna show up in the bushes tonight. hope you're ready, like man. We're gonna bring Courtney. We're gonna bring Gizmo. Momo Girl's gonna bring her cousin. Her cousin is gonna come, and you don't want to even meet Momo Girl's cousin. You thought Momo Girl was crazy? Wait till you meet Momo cousin. You're really gonna jump out of your skin when you see Momo's cousin. What's going on? JT Messi! I'm glad you're here, Lake Man. We are working on the Lance Milan scooter. It's basically like a Vespa, Lake Man. Essentially like a Vespa. I will bring Gizmo. I'll make sure he's there, Lake Man. He is going to be, I hope you don't mind, Lake Man. But he actually has a little nephew that he wanted to bring along. He's still in the Christmas spirit. Still in the Christmas mode, Lake Man. So hopefully you don't mind if he tags along as well. They are probably going to want to raid your pantry, Lake Man. I'm guessing. But if you're okay with that, they'll show up. They're polite. I mean, for the most part, Gizmo's nephew does clean up after himself. But Gizmo does tend to leave Nature Valley granola bar wrappers laying around. He'll leave he'll eat if you go give Gizmo a lollipop, he'll find out exactly how many licks it takes to make it to the center of the Tootsie Pop. Then he'll leave the lollipop stick just laying there on the couch cushion. He'll just stuff it in the couch cushion. That's the new trash can. If you ever want to know Gizmo has gotten rid of his trash after you've given him a snack, it is probably in the couch cushion where he was sitting when you gave him the snack. When you were being so kind, and you said, "Here, Gizmo, do you want a little Tootsie Pop?" And he said, and he replied, and he said, that's what Gizmo sounds like whenever he's hungry. I said, "Are you okay?" He said, I said, "Okay." And you give him a Tootsie Pop. He eats it. That's what's going to happen. He's going to leave the wrapper. He's not going to clean up after himself.
We're on holiday with MSC Cruises in the Caribbean, but it also feels like we're in Europe. It's kind of funny, right?
That is funny. Like how we're in an American sports bar 30 feet from an Italian gelato
Yes!
shop.
I think you mean 10 meters. Dining on authentic Greek cuisine.
Yet we're nowhere near Greece.
European-inspired architecture one side, the Caribbean the other. That's funny.
Almost as funny as an Englishman who's named after a city in Florida. Orlando.
That's it.
Let's see. Lake Man says he cleans up after himself, then that'll make one. All right. What's going on, JT? And JT is here, guys.
I always pictured sales in my head.
I didn't know it could be so organized.
Leave spreadsheets behind. Discover Pipedrive Sales CRM.
YouTube says, "Oh no, the multiverse just flipped." Oh great. Not again. VB Star says, "I want Igor." You cannot have Igor. He just got here. YouTube 7 asks, "Courtney's friend passed out drinking." Yes, YouTube 7. She was drinking a bunch of Cactus Cooler earlier, YouTube 7. I said, "You gotta slow down with that." I said, "What's your name, Tiffany?" And she said, "What do you want more Cactus Cooler?" She said, "Give me a Cactus Cooler. Are you trying to time travel or something?" Says JT. JT, yes. I'm originally from the year 3052, and I'm actually stuck here at the moment. So I'm trying to get the time machine back up and running. Doc said he was going to be back for me, and he never came back. He said he's going to go get Jamba Juice and be right back. He never came back. I told him I wanted to eat razzmatazz smoothie, and he just left. Didn't come back. So I'm on my own. JT. I'm gonna go back to that stealth mode, JT. I'm trying to be quiet. I'm trying to keep it down. I'm trying to keep it on the DL, JT. Guys, I'm just trying to quietly clean up the garage or get it so I can close the garage door and put the scooter away. If this is your first time here, we go live every night 9:30. And Moses says do a backflip for the multiverse. Okay, give me 1 second, Moses. Do a backflip real quick for you, Moses. Nice, landed it clean. Oh man, the camera wasn't turned towards me, dang it. Well, maybe next time, Moses. Dang it. What's up, 90s Steez? Quick question, are we on Super Earth in the future? Yes, JT Mezzi, we're actually on Super Earth in the future, and it is inverted. I'm actually flying the Earth inverted right now. So when I go into the meeting and they ask, what do you mean? And I'll say, I was inverted. And they'll say, you were flying Earth inverted again? I said, yes, completely upside down. That's why I might be a little bit disoriented at the moment. But yeah, you know what, Lucy? My knee is just kind of bothering me right now. I'll have to wait until the next time, Lucy, because, you know, I can only do one backflip per live stream, Lucy, as you may know. All right. I'm back into the stealth ASMR mode. See how quiet I can be putting these tools away.
Service,
I'm really putting them away.
physical touch, words of affirmation,
Moving them over a little bit.
quality time. Kind Valentine's Day gift on
Get the
its
point.
Josh was just a creative guy
Okay,
with
that's
great
enough.
ideas.
Personalized ads is getting crazy.
Regardless, all in one AI platform.
And now, Josh is the largest studio in Hollywood. Let's take a look inside. This is where Josh meets Brenda.
Okay, we get it. Okay, they know my name. All right, you blew my cover. They know what my name is, all right? Relax with the commercials. Let's get a couple more things moved. Got these at the swap meet today. $23. Pretty good. Pretty good deal. You know what? This is GTA 6 early release. You see how realistic the graphics? Look at the wrinkles on my head. You see that? Oh, it says stars in arc alignment 25th this month. Interesting. might have to look into that, Milo. Nice, Moses. Me too. I've just been doing it on armor. And then I quickly get clothed and get back on camera. It's a magician act. Looks like you can. The Apprentice. Chewbacca's here, guys. Here to hang out in Fane's garage. Or just hang out and watch Gizmo. Of course, Courtney is here to monitor the children, or the baby otherwise. Because I know this is extremely loud whenever I take the bike off the center stand. It always makes a big old loud noise. I'm trying to avoid that. I just made a big old loud noise. Somebody artichoke tip that I got earlier today. And it didn't come out of the scooter. I can tell you that much. Definitely didn't come out of the scooter. Again, guys, I'm on ninja mode and I'm trying to be as quiet as I possibly can. actually gonna grab some WD-40 if I can find it. There we go. And I'm gonna spray the garage door spring because it was kind of loud. I noticed that yesterday. Hopefully it'll quiet it down a little bit. Okay. Got some WD-40 from the layer. Oops. There we go. Hopefully WD-40 will stop this thing from squeaking.
Build a website you love with Wix,
Oops.
where your words
Getting all over my good
create
metal back
your
there.
brand, your opportunity, your breakthrough. Wix.
All right.
Friends don't let friends put up with cluster. Pass the Tums.
Hang out here for a second, buddy. I've been a little bit longer than an actual second. Oh man, YouTube 7, that's a good sign. That's a positive sign. You know, Milo, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend their recommend Phoenix Garage to their psychiatrist and their personal hypnotist. Connect this brake line so it's not loud. Not as loud. Some handlebar so that it's not sitting there jingling around whenever I
sort the
Pretty
extension.
quiet this time.
It auto-reads your lectures, syllabus, and even previous drafts and feedbacks from Canvas, and solves any assignment based on your Canvas findings. Solve the extension, GPT that lives in your Canvas. Install for free now. Whether it's registering a business, starting a will or trust, staying on top of your business licenses, or talking to an attorney to make sure it's done right.
I'm a legal secretary. I hear you have a landlord issue.
What's going on, Chief?
When you need a legal hand,
Sorry, I'll read
turn
through
to
your guys'
legal.
comments in just a second here. I'm gonna close the garage door. Almost fell on that one. Be quiet. That's it. Not too bad. Oh boy. You're right. ASAP. All the WD-40s leaking out of there now. Perfect. Perfect. Okay, let me read through some of you guys' comments real quick. Oops. Here we go. Let me see if Craig wants to come over and read through some of the comments. Let's say Tootsie. Let's see. Maybe a flying Superman punch, says Moses. I like that idea, Moses. I'd like to do a flying Superman punch at some point. Craig, do you think you want to come over here and say what's up to everybody? You haven't actually made an appearance tonight, Craig. Yeah, sure, whatever. Kind of sick of this. Okay, Craig. Way to keep it with a positive attitude. Let's read through some of the comments and get back to some of the live viewers here, Craig. I'll be behind the camera with the boom mic. All right, yeah, fine. What's up, everybody? Let me get Tom over here and see if he wants to hang out too. Tommy boy. I'm sure that Chewbacca's gonna fall off, so I'm just gonna beat him to the punch. All right, let me see here. Tiffany just said the room is spinning after her hangover. You know what, YouTube? That's probably about right. What's up, JT Mezzi? Oh man, my little thing moved. Let's see here. There we go. My cursor moved. I'm trying to scroll down with my mouse. Here we go. Thank you, Opie, the animal, Gutter Punk King. What's up, Opie? Sorry, guys. I'm just trying to read through the comments on the screen over here. What if all of them had their own spiny tables? Opie, it says, Fang, you rock. I think you rock, Opie. Fang is actually taking care of the audio equipment right now. I'm just reading through some of the comments. Craig here. Burger Salute. Jesus saves he died on the cross to pay for our sins. He was buried and rose again on the third day. We all sin. Hell is real. Put your faith in him alone to save you. Right on, Burger Sleuth. I love it. I agree with you, Burger Sleuth. Everything you just said, I 100% agree with you. Nah, bro, there's a skinwalker in your forest. This is not a skinwalker. This is just Tom. He has a bit of a skin condition. It's eczema, guys. No need to point it out. I am getting it treated at Kaiser. They have me on some crazy meds. That's why my eyes are like this, bloodshot. I'm taking some red eye, the eye drop things. So yeah, it's helping out a bit. What's up? Anyone noticing Fang Gang characters in their dreams and nightmares during sleep? No reason for me being there in nightmares. I'm hanging out under your bed. He wants some avocado toast also. Stuff's expensive. Super expensive, guys. Avocado toast, really. Seen Sam and Colby before. Never seen it. Moses sending thumbs up for 10 jewels. Thank you, Mo. Moses is the MVP with a capital P. Sorry, I didn't mean to spit. Sorry, guys. He's a little bit rude, a little bit rambunctious tonight. Fang having tots of fun over there. Exactly, Lucy. Yeah, Fang always has fun. Always has fun. Always laughing too. If you didn't notice, I laugh about pretty much everything. Better not shout. You better not run. You better hide, because I'm telling you, why the skinwalker is stalking you tonight. I hope there's no more skinwalkers hanging out in the attic. Guys, I had a couple shapeshifters crawling through the walls, opening up portals, and Tom was a little bit scared. It was creepy. I had to crawl up under the blankies. You know what it takes to scare me? It takes a lot. Let's see. No trusty these docs anymore. I can't trust Doc anymore, you're right. Michael Lanouge. Michael Lanouge is here, guys. What's up, Mikey? I saw Mikey the other day at Wiener Schnitzel eating some mini corn dogs. I said, give me one of those, Michael. I need a mini corn dog now. What's up, Michael? No HMO, no PPO, no Mo. Please don't come over here, Momo girl. Please don't. We're actually super scared of her. That lady's creepy. Please don't come over here, Momo. Who knows? He might lurk under your bed while you sleep. I hope not. What in the twerker is going on? Don't say that. Milo says he has to pee. Please don't hold it in, Milo. Craig made me flush. Skin evadey. What in the actual lizard skin? Is that actual lizard skin? Yes, it is. It is actual lizard skin. It is crocodile skin. Bro, how are you blinking that one eyeball? That is insane. You know what? It's just one of the things I can do. It's what I do. But, there you go. It's just one of my talents. He's very talented. Yeah, it's just a condition, guys. It's nothing to be scared of. Whoa, I love the movies. Thank you, Roxanne. I'm glad you're here, Roxanne. We're all glad you're here. Roxanne! You don't have to put on the red light. Please don't put on that red light, Roxanne. I'll be right over. He won't be right over. He actually has a lot of work to do, and he hasn't done his laundry yet, guys. I've been trying to get on him about the laundry. I've been trying to get on him about being responsible with the toilet paper and putting it back on the roll. It doesn't belong on the countertop, okay? Put it back on the dang roll. Lucy says, see the message that I sent you, Fang. Lucy, I know I came behind Fang, scared him to after he pooped his pants. Oh, man. You know what? You did. Fang actually pooped his pants earlier, guys. Unfortunately, hopefully the audio is working on this. Yeah, he did actually poop his pants, guys. That's why he actually had to step out. Why I actually had to step in. He didn't want to admit it. But I'm sure that he is not going to be happy that you brought that up. Support Britney Spears. What's up with Support Britney Spears? I actually just said, you know what? They should have had Britney Spears for the halftime show. I legitimately said that today. I said they should have had someone cool like Britney Spears, but they did not. Unfortunately, Britney Spears was not there, and I was looking for her. I said, "Where's Britney at?" I said, "Hold up, I don't see Britney anywhere." I was up in the stands at the Super Bowl with my hot dogs. I had 2 hot dogs in my hands. I said, "Where the heck?" I had to hold the hot dog above my head. I said, "Where is Britney Spears at?" Is a hot dog a sandwich? It depends on how you eat it. I eat hot dogs basically dip the whole thing in water, take it out, let it dry out a little bit, kind of so I can dip it in the water again, and then pull it back out so it's completely soggy, mash it up into a ball, and then just... I love eating hot dogs like that. He really does. It's disgusting. He is a competitive hot dog eater, and he is really good at it. That's right, guys. I am really good at it. Tony Montana is here. I'm glad that you're here, Tony Montana. I've been waiting for you, Tony. I've been waiting too. Tony works at Domino's. I said, "Hey, Tony, are you gonna hook me up with some free crazy bread or not? It's a Super Bowl. Please be charitable." Tony, Mikey, is a quesadilla sandwich? Yes, it is, of course. See you later, Moses. We'll be back again tomorrow night. What time, Tommy boy? 9:30. Yeah, we'll be back again live 9:30. Gizmo here is going to go work as a lifeguard down at the local Soak City. And I have to go drop him off at work right now, guys. I'll see you later, YouTube 7. Support Britney Spears says, "I wish Britney did the Super Bowl." We all agree with you. Support Britney Spears. She should probably do it next year. I'm going to talk to the heads up at the NFL and see if we can get that done. Tom has a lot of connections. I really do, guys. I'm from Hollywood. Big time star. JT Mezzi, you're on the wanted list. I hope it's your wanted list, JT Mezzi. I hope you really want me. We're going to be back again tomorrow night, 9:30. JT Mezzi, it's time to go drop off Gizmo at work. He's got a long shift ahead of him. Time to go get some Jamba Juice, baby.